Hi, all technical consultant like ABAPOS, UI5 developer, or all functional consultant like MM, SD, FICO, whatever you are, does not matter. This topic is going to be there for everyone. If you see the internet, this chat GPT is one of the most trending topic in the current programming world. So I thought to create a video on this and share with you. So let's go and discuss about in very much detail about the chat GPT and how it's going to have the impact on SAP technical consultant like ABAPOS or UI5 developer or on SAP functional consultant. How, what kind of impact, like is it going to be have the negative impact or it's going to have the positive impact in terms of whether it's going to ease our work or it's going to take out our jobs. So we'll be discussing all those. Just let's go and start. So ChatGPT stands for Generative Pre-training Transformer. Here, as you can see that, right? So this is what I put it over here. Then the second point, it is trained to generate human-like text. I will show you in practical. It incorporates all the latest feature of AI and ML, artificial intelligence and machine learning. Then it uses transformer neural network architecture of the deep learning. Okay, so deep learning is a concept of machine learning. In that concept, there is one concept called transformer neural network architecture. It works on that. So let's go and check it out. Go to the Google and search for chat GPT, press enter, click on the first link and then click on this try chat GPT. If you are not already sign up on the chat GPT, then it will ask you to sign up for. Then you have to sign up with your existing Google account or maybe with new email ID. So here it's open now and here you can ask the question. So ChatGPT is like a new version of Google, maybe you can tell. It's going to give you the precise answer, well formatted answer, like a human can give the answer. That's the beauty of this ChatGPT. It's very powerful and future is going to be there of ChatGPT. So for example here, like if you ask to this ChatGPT that write a ABAP class method to add two numbers and return the output. So let's see how the ChatGPT is writing the code for you in class method, right? So it's declaring one class over here and one static method it has declared add numbers, two importing parameter. This is the returning parameter and this is the implementation and it looks perfectly fine. If you want to test this code, we can test this code. Let's go directly into the editor. I will copy this code. I'm going to copy this code and paste this code in the editor. Already I have opened it over here. Let's create quickly one program. Z chat GPT demo or maybe use case I can write. Click on this create chat GPT use case executable. Click on this save button, local object, and the code which I have copied from there I can paste it over here. Click on this, check this syntax. See, there is no error at all. Wonderful, right? click on this activate button and now run this one. So this is the report, and like if you want to, call this particular class, let's see if the chat GPT is writing any further code for you, right? So anyway, at least the class definition and class implementation, it has written correctly. And now if you want to, further use this code, we have to call this particular class, and because that is the static method, we can directly call this a number over here, and I'm going to give 5 and 6 over here, and I'm expecting to have the output 11 over here. So output, and let's click on this, right out over here, control S, control F2, control F3, activate this one and press F8. So you can see that it's giving the correct output 11. So as a programmer, for me, that it has done 90% of the task for me, and just I have to write this much program and it's giving me the output. This is one use case. But if you give the complex task like that, for example, here, create a class method to fetch, fetch the data from Mara table, Mara and Marcy, let's suppose, Mara and Marcy. So from Mara, you want to fetch matnor, mtart, or matcal, right? So fetch the data like matnor, mtart, matcal. The grade you are going to give the prompt. Prompt means this question. The grade you are going to give this prompt, the grade it's going to give the answer. The question should be in the better way so that it can give you the answer in best way, because this is a machine, right? This is a algorithm, this is a machine which is going to interpret your question and it's going to give the answer. So what I'm telling to the system, that create a class method to fetch the data uh, like matnor, mtart, matcal from Mara, and works, that means plant from Marcy, and return it. S- Let's see how it's going to give the response. So it's creating the class, right? Get material data, importing matnor type, all these things. So importing, it's giving, which is not required, and type table of Mara. You can see that it's simply returning you the structure, right? So, but one thing you can see that it understood that we have to put the join on Mara and Marcy, right? So most of the task almost it is doing, it is not giving you the 100% answer. Actually, when I was asking the question, see, this is what the question I asked. Create a class method to fetch the data. I didn't make it clear that whether I have to get the, you know, internal table, or I have to get a single record, right? So it understood that it has to get the single record, and based upon that, like, uh, and here you can see that returning value r underscore data type table of Mara, like that it's giving. So it's going to be, of course, the wrong syntax, because type table of Mara, you know, uh, uh, I don't think so it's going to support, right? We can click on this copy button and let's see how it's there. So comment this code, existing code, come here, control V, and see here, this syntax is not supported, right? So check the syntax. So it's not giving you the 100% correct output, but yes, it's helping you to write the code. Okay. So you should have the basic understanding of the technology, right? Like ABAP, OOPS ABAP, or UI5, and then you can get lot of help from this chat GPT. And with the time, along the time when the chat GPT will be getting matured, you can expect the greater or more refined output from this, right? So here, like, uh, because I want to get the data, or maybe you can keep it something like, you know, so I want to have Matner MTAR thematical works. This at least you can see that this is fine, right? Not 100%. Uh, this is fine. This query is correctly, like, there is no problem at all in this, but I don't want to, pass this Matner over here, importing parameter. I just wanted to get the returning a value, right? So type Mara like that, it's fine. Here we can define it quickly, like types tt underscore Mara type. Sorry, let's write the syntax correctly. Begin of tt underscore Mara underscore Marcy. Matner type Matner mat mtart type mtart matkl type matkl and works type works underscore d. End of t. This should be ts. Just I'm declaring the structure. Copy this and paste it over here. So, right, this structure is now declared, and now one tt underscore Mara underscore Marcy type table of ts underscore Mara underscore Marcy. So this is now table type, and this I can use it quickly over here, and other things looks fine for me, right? Other things looks fine for me. Start of selection, and name of the class is different this time. I can put it over here. Exporting parameter won't be here. R underscore result, see here, R underscore data is this. So I'm going to pass you know uh, R underscore data over here in data out, and simply we can display the output. So let's go and display the output here. Out, control F2. See, returning parameter must be fully specified. Okay, it's telling must be fully specified. That's perfectly fine. uh you give here with empty key addition. Check now the syntax. Okay, the column Matner is ambiguous. Okay, here this like it's not able to identify this Matner is from either Mara table or Marcy, so we can quickly tell it to the system. So in this query, just only one problem was there, right? Other thing was almost okay. And because this is a new open SQL, into table at the rate our data and LCL fetch data, we have to write under start of selection. All right, and control F2. It looks good now. See, add numbers is unknown. Yes, the method is this one basically. Get material data. So this I could have used. Control V, and now looks fine, right? Now looks fine. Click on this activate button and see. I'm not telling that it's giving you 100% everything, but at least it's writing some code for you. And if you have the basic understanding, you can go and correct the code and you can utilize, right? So with the time, as soon as this chat GPT will get more matured with the different queries, different questions, so it actually learns from the questions and answer, learns from the content which is already available on the internet, and when you ask the question based upon those content, it prepares the best answer based upon this based upon his understanding, right? Based upon his data model, based upon its his historical learning, and it gives you the answer, right? So on internet everything is not well formatted, or answer is given in the well manner, right? So that's why it's not giving you the answer correct, 100% correct, and it's not going to uh, have in future also 100% answer. You can expect the accuracy better, but not 100%, right? So it will ease our job, right? And it will, of course, today some organization required, let's suppose, 5 developers. So there is a possibility, or very much possibility, that those organization may require only 2 or 3 developer, because most of the task of the developer will be done by this. So the number of programs written by 5 developers can be written by only 2 or 3 developers. So that is uh, possible for sure. So this is one thing about the chat GPT. So we should not know like how we can use, and how we can do all these stuff at least. Now let's suppose another use case, like if you want to ask that write uh, write a ABAP code to send the email, you know. So if you're going to see how it's giving you. So it's started writing the answer over here, right? And it's writing the answer over here. See, just let it come, let it come, let it come, let it come, let it come. And this is the perfect function module, right? So at least like it's giving you an idea like which function module and what the basic declaration and all, right? So if basic declaration and basic stuff it is going to do, right? This is really awesome. And the best part is like it's doing the formatting also well, right? You can see that the select query is also well formatted. This is also well formatted, right? So basic stuff it's doing, and of course we have to go and verify whether this code is working perfectly or not, right? So a kind of help you can get, but it is not like it's going to be 100% correct. So this is about the chat GPT. Fine. So let's go and see one more question over here from a ABAPER point of view. I'm asking to the chat GPT that write interactive, you know, create an interactive report, create a interactive report to display all the, you know, sales order, and when you click on any sales order, it should display the corresponding line item detail, corresponding line item detail. So like that, just I have given. Let's see how it's going to write, and how correct, how well it can write, and how much it's going to be helpful. See, it's generating the selection screen, begin of block B1 with frame select option VBL, and so, right? Create a report to display the sales order. Okay. So start of selection, it's getting from VBAK data, right? Where VBLN in SVBLN, that's fine. So at one select option, it has created wonderful loop at IT underscore BBAK, fine. It's just writing it over there. And uh, so here you can see that inside the loop, it's putting the select, which is very bad, right? Though it will give you, the output. Uh, See, this code they have generated, but it's not the correct code, right? Loop at LT underscore VBAK, it's giving you over there, right? VBAP from performance point of view also very bad, right? Not at all good. And the answer is not like 100% correct, right? But it's the it, you can use this function module, all these things. It's telling you over there, set PFS status, sales order, set cursor, right? All this stuff it's telling, but it should use like add selection screen or add user command, something like that, because it's an interactive report, right? And it has to capture the data, capture the sales order, and then correspondingly it is supposed to display the output. So not 100% correct. It has tried with his label based, but it is not correct. Like here, maybe you can use still here if you want to use the select option. Then after you have to again write the code your own. Fine. So one thing is clear, like at least at this moment, it requires a lot of improvement. We have tried a couple of questions, and a basic question it's giving the answer correctly, but whenever you put a little complex query to it, it is not giving the answer correctly. So uh, now we have discussed about this chat GPT. You can go and explore yourself about this. I'm sure that it's going to be one of the important tool in day-to-day use, right? So, so you should go and try. For today, let's stop it over here. Thank you for watching. What do you think about the chat GPT? What's your idea? What's your view? Please write here in the comment box and let us know your view on this. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.